Alrighty, squad, here we are today up in Fredrick, Maryland at the old Tower of Doom. Came out for some festivities today at the Board of Education as well as the City Hall. So stay tuned and check those out. All numbers will be in the comments and in the description below to petition your government for grievances, and everyone's information will also be listed. So enjoy. Alrighty, squad, that was Mr. Porter. We are up here in Fredrick County in downtown historic Fredrick, and we are going to do an audit at the Fredrick County Public Schools Board of Education. As always, we're here to make sure they respect our rights to film in public and publicly accessible areas, and that right is not infringed upon by anybody, that the workers here treat us with some respect and dignity instead of acting like a bunch of buttheads like they usually do. As always, we're not here for any confrontation. I'm sure some will ensue because somebody always has to put their big nose into other people's business, but I'm not here for any, so let's hope none happens. We're going to check out the Board of Education and then head on over to Winchester Hall, which is, I believe, the town hall for up here. But yeah, again, this is the Board of Education for Fredrick County Public Schools at 191 East South Street. And as always, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and to hit that notification bell, squad. But alrighty, let's get into it. Hi, I'm here to gather some information on the next board meeting and some things like that.
That information is up on our website.
Okay, but I'm here now in person.
I don't have any paper information I could give you.
I wasn't asking for any paper information. I can get it verbally. Okay, she's like in there trying to call someone instead of just helping me with the information I'm asking for. Wait, what's the issue here? Oh, Lane.
Hi.
What's going on? What was the issue?
Are you filming?
Yes, ma'am.
That's concerning a little bit. Is there a reason why you're filming?
Yeah, I'm just an independent journalist gathering content for a story right now, that's all.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get somebody from our public affairs office to come talk to you then, okay?
Okay. That's fine. I'm not asking for someone to come speak to me from public affairs.
If you wanna just wait around the corner for a sec, somebody from our public affairs office will be over with you, okay?
What's that?
If you wanna just wait in the lobby,
Okay.
somebody from the public affairs office will be here to talk to you in just a minute, okay?
I got you. Appreciate you.
Do you want me to invite you or just anybody know? I'm not sure. This is through Can you just have a seat around the corner, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you just have a seat around the corner, please?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though. Just checking out these public hallways.
You're welcome.
Move around, signed in case, you go somewhere else in the building.
What's up?
If you wanna come over here, I'll get you signed in officially.
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Okay. Well, I would rather you not point the camera at us.
I understand.
Okay. I'm a horrible ogre.
Hello.
The gentleman here was asking about information for the upcoming board meeting.
Yes, sir.
Yep, yeah, I was just curious when the next public board meeting was where the like citizens or parents or guardians of a student here in the Fredrick County Public School System will have a a chance to address the
It's online.
board. No, I know it's online, but I'm here in person now, so.
Okay. But I don't know when the meeting is, sir, to be honest with you. I'd have to look it up just like you would.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you some time.
Okay. Can we go take a look?
Okay.
Can I ask your name so I can tell you who wants that information?
Yeah, I just go by good citizen.
I'm sorry?
I go by good citizen.
Good citizen?
Sometimes my
Okay.
friends call me John.
Okay, John, good citizen. Got it. This meeting is tomorrow evening, the 12th. There's
Okay.
a public one that starts at 3 o'clock,
Okay.
and then they'll have a closed session that probably begins about 4,
Okay.
and then it'll reopen again to the public at 6.
Okay. And
It's down here in the board meeting, which the entrance is off of the
okay.
public street there.
Awesome. And I will have a chance to address the board at this, address my
Sign up for
concerns,
public-
or.
You can sign up for public comment, sure.
Okay. Awesome. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Okay,
Appreciate you.
you're welcome.
Thank you for that information.
What's going on? Ask you why you're videotaping?
Yeah, I'm just gathering some content for a story. That's all.
For what? What article?
Huh?
For what article?
I'd rather not divulge that information now. It could compromise the anonymity of my article.
Anonymity. I mean, if you're writing an article, why do you want to be anonymous?
Well, right now it's anonymous 'cause I don't want the like parameters or like the subject
What the
focus
story's
matter
about?
to be, yeah.
Okay, but
I don't want it to be
asking-
divulged right now, that's all.
But asking who you're writing it for shouldn't divulge that, right?
Oh, you're saying who am I writing it for? Myself. I'm an independent journalist, as I said. Independent journalists gather content for stories. Yeah. I'm writing it for the public, for the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I followed this.
So do you want to go number to her?
Is there a reason you're obstructing my content gathering, sir?
I'm just standing here making sure that my staff are safe, that's all.
I got you. Okay. Are you a security guard now?
I work in the Security and Emergency Management Department, yes, sir.
Okay. And your name is?
Scott Blundell.
Scott Blundell?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Mr. Scott Blundell. That's my parking ticket, Mr. Scott Blundell.
Don't give that out.
There you go, Mr. Scott Blundell.
Okay.
Everything you need to know, brother.
Okay.
Yes. I love my back. Thank you.
I'm stealing souls.
Stealing
I'm stealing souls.
Not Scott Blundell.
Yeah. You might not have one to steal, is that what you're saying?
No.
Alright.
Take anybody. So.
You gotta be careful. The GoPros are real vicious. They steal souls.
What
And
is that?
according to the mayor of North Beach, apparently it shoots bullets too. So
Is it real?
No.
I was asking, huh?
no,
Okay.
it's a GoPro. It takes camera. They don't shoot bullets. It's not a gun. But you'd be surprised.
Sorry.
Having fun.
It's been a good day.
It's been a good day. A good day is a good day.
That's right.
I like to hear good days. So.
Hey, it's nice and sunny out. You know what I mean? It's a little chilly, but it's nice and sunny.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Almost got run over.
I know. Mail's here. Mail's here.
Day would turn bad then.
What was that Blues Clues song? Here's the mail that never fails. It makes me wanna whack my nails.
Full-time employee, right?
Yep. Except this is Scott, not Steve. We were close though. Mail time.
You like Blues Clues, huh?
It was a good show back in the day. I kind of fell off when they started bringing in the second colored dog, and then the salt and pepper had the baby paprika, and then they started bringing in the cat periwinkle and shit. And Steve went off to college and moved on. It kind
You know
of
your
got
Blues
old, but
Clues.
man, I
That's
was on my
pretty
Blues
impressive.
Clues. Yeah, Blues Clues, Franklin, Bear in the Big Blue House.
Okay.
That was my jam. I used to love me some Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That looks good.
all natural. All natural.
I love the for that suit. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to come in and check out the building. I was up here checking out the historic town. I'm from Annapolis. It's a very historic town.
Annapolis?
It's a very
Not from
historic,
around
huh?
here? Not from around this area?
Well, I live here now. I'm originally from Annapolis.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said I'm from Annapolis. I didn't say I live in Annapolis.
Okay. You're
But
right,
you
you
know,
did
it's
not.
a very historic town down there. So I just wanted to come check out the one that was close to me that also might have some historic properties and some of that
There are
old
some historic
colonial
properties downtown Fredrick.
that old colonial feel. I got invited on the colonial walking tours around Annapolis. Unfortunately, the guy got sick today, so I wasn't able to go with him. But I've been invited on the colonial walking tour, so I'm a big artistic guy, big like history buff, architecture buff.
Okay.
Kind of love it. These historic places use a lot of like new age, like American architecture with the brick, but also a lot of like Roman architecture when you come to the courthouses and the stuff when they use the columns. So it's a very, very beautiful city, very historically rich. Love to come check it out. Ooh, I'd say my favorite architect might be a fictional one, and it would be Bran the Builder from the Game of Thrones series. I just feel like he's a badass, you know what I mean? He's got a lot of clout with him. He builds everything great within that show, so I feel like.
I like Frank Carey.
Okay.
I'm Eric Loris Phillips.
Eric, nice to meet you, brother.
What's your name?
I just go by John. I go by Good Citizen. Sometimes my friends call me John.
Nice to meet you, John. I heard you had some questions about recording board committee meetings or board meetings?
No, I just wanted to know when it was so I could come and address some issues at the next one, and they were saying it was online, but I was like, I'm here in person. Why not just get that information while I'm here, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, board meetings are typically, as I'm sure Mr. Blundell has already explained it to you, so.
Gave the date
Yeah.
and the time.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I will definitely come check that out for sure. Got a few concerns I maybe might need to address at the meeting, but we'll wait for the proper time to, you know, address those. But yeah.
Share those concerns so they can make sure that you're, because they have several different committee meetings that meet.
No,
So
if it's
it might
open
make
to
more
the.
sense to go to one of those committee meetings than a general board meeting.
No.
Okay?
No, I think it would make sense to go to the general board meeting.
It's your choice.
I got you.
Just offering you the opportunity.
I understand. I understand.
You do understand that standing here with two GoPros does make people nervous.
No, I don't, sir.
It-
How would that make people nervous?
Some people just aren't comfortable with being on camera.
What are those right there, Mr. Scott Blundell?
Those are security cameras.
Uh-huh. And that security footage is what access?
It's accessed only by FCPS.
It's accessed by the public for $40 when I file my own public information
So
act
that's
request?
Security and emergency management protected.
No, it's not. That's all public information right there, Mr. Scott. I can sit home and watch those cameras all day without even having to come out here.
Well, we'd have to let the attorneys and
No,
the
you
legal
wouldn't have to
experts make
anything.
that decision.
No, they wouldn't get to make that decision, sir. It's public information. They don't get to make the decision. They're just the people that releases it and disseminates it to the public.
Legal experts tell me that it is, then
It
we'll
is.
go that route.
Okay.
That's fine. But until the legal experts tell me that, we define it as security and emergency management.
Okay, well, you can define it as whatever
Infrastructure.
you want, Mr. Scott Blundell, but the law defines it as public information. It's public record, sir. Yep. So then can I ask why my two cameras would make anyone uncomfortable when there's two cameras right there videotaping them all day that I have access to?
Sir, I didn't say that those cameras don't make people feel uncomfortable.
Okay, all right,
Okay?
all right. Well, then maybe we can also address these cameras recording. Because I don't feel safe. They're recording me without my consent right now, sir. I don't feel
Just like you're
safe.
doing.
We don't feel safe right now, Mr. Scott.
So just like you're doing with me, is you're recording me without my consent.
We don't feel safe, Mr. Scott.
Well, I'm sorry you
We
don't
didn't
feel
give
that
you-
way.
we
If
didn't
don't
give you
feel safe
consent.
here, then you're welcome to leave.
I understand. I didn't give you consent to film me, Mr. Scott.
I haven't given you consent to film me either, but I haven't asked you to stop.
I understand. I understand.
So we understand each other.
Mutual understanding.
Absolutely.
Common ground, brother.
So I asked you a question, and I'll ask it again. Is there a reason why you're recording standing here?
I believe I already answered that question when you first came down. Correct, Mr. Scott Blundell, when you asked it earlier.
Yeah, you wanted to know when the next meeting was. So
No.
I got you that information and brought you out that information.
When you asked about the camera, what did I say to you, Mr. Scott Blundell?
You turned and started videotaping
No.
those cameras.
Before Eric came down here and you asked about the camera, what did I say, Mr. Scott Blundell?
I didn't ask about your cameras until
did.
Dr. Loris Phillips came down. I asked you why you're videotaping?
Yeah, I'm just gathering some content for a story, that's all. You asked about the filming and I said that it was an independent journalist gathering content for a story. You even asked who I was writing the story for and everything. We've had this conversation, Mr. Scott Blundell.
I asked you why you're videotaping?
Yeah, I'm just gathering some content for a story, that's all.
For what?
I'm not
What article?
Huh?
For what article?
I'd rather not divulge that information now. It could compromise the anonymity of my article.
Anonymity. I mean, if you're writing an article, why do you want to be anonymous?
Thank you, though, for playing stupid in front of Mr. Eric. I appreciate you.
Okay.
I had this
Put it out
conversation
my
with him. He knows
mistake.
what I'm here for. He knows what I'm doing. It's okay.
So that's transpired. So is there anything else we can help you with?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
So you have the date of our next board meeting?
Yes, sir.
You were at a big public comment if you desire to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Anything else we can do for you?
Not at the moment.
Okay. All right.
Not at the moment. I'm okay. Thanks for offering, though. I appreciate you.
Okay. So do you have any other business in the building right now?
Yeah, yes, sir. Legal and lawful business.
And what is that?
I'd rather not discuss that with you, sir.
So, because we have to make sure that everyone feels safe and secure in the building,
Mhm.
if you don't have if you can't share your reason for being
I don't need to share it.
which is typically the reason.
No, I don't need to share it with you.
Okay. That's why our security director is here. Or
I
supervisor.
understand. I understand who he is. He introduced himself. He gave me his card. I got you. But yeah, I'm not divulging any more information, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
And I can have just stuff right over here. I'm gonna have you just verify your name on the screen.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Anything from you?
Your date of birth, your office, your month of day.
Not everybody wants to be videotaped.
I understand.
Yeah, so as long as you can respect that, if somebody asks you not to point the camera on them, we'd appreciate that.
I understand what you would appreciate. Duly noted.
Fredrick County Public Schools, how may I help you?
If I had to say one person that isn't a fictional character, he may not be so much as an architect as he is an inventor, but I would say Leonardo da Vinci definitely takes the cake.
Well,
And
as far
now-
as designer of video,
Yeah, beautiful. But another thing that I always admired about him is that I kind of take on some of the same properties in that I don't sleep in a full 8-hour cycle. When I go to bed, I don't try to lay down for 8 hours because I know my ass ain't gonna stay asleep that long. I got way too much energy. So I sleep in 2 4-hour cycles the same way he would.
Okay.
And he ended up being a lot more productive in his later years when he switched his sleep cycle to that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Everybody has a different way of being able to get
Yeah.
rest and function.
You know,
Yeah.
you find what works for them, you know?
Mhm.
Okay, they could be at the desk,
So,
maybe they're on the phone.
John, obviously, we all know that they're allowed to be here, it's a public space.
Yeah.
You're allowed to videotape here in the public space.
Yeah.
Just can't go beyond the
Yep.
areas that are to only our staff.
No,
Yeah.
it would
Without
just go
permission.
to the central office.
Obviously, we're not gonna stop you. We haven't tried to stop you now. We're not looking to stop you like that. You have your legal right to do what you wanna do.
You weren't moving to stand in front of my camera?
I was standing in front of your camera because these
Okay,
folks are not
okay,
comfortable
okay.
being videotaped. I'm
Okay.
trying to help my staff feel more secure.
So you were trying to stop me?
I'm trying to make sure that they're safe and they feel safe.
Okay. By trying to stop me?
I'm not trying to stop you. I haven't reached out. I haven't tried to take your camera from you.
Well, I would
I'm
hope
trying
not.
to stop the recording.
I would hope
I
not.
wouldn't do that. 'cause
That
you're
would be a
legally allowed
physical
to do
attack,
that.
and then
You're
I would be
absolutely
well
right.
within my rights
So
to
my
defend
intent-
myself.
you're absolutely
Mr.
right.
Scott
My
Blundell, and
intent
I'll
is
let
to
you
make
know
sure
right
that
now
these
that you've
ladies
made that comment,
feel
Mr. Scott
comfortable
Blundell.
with where they're at,
If you in any
okay?
way, shape, or
And
form
what they're
attempt to
doing.
reach out to touch me or my camera, I will defend myself, Mr. Scott Blundell, okay?
So
You have
John,
that legal right.
He's not saying that he's going to do
Okay.
that.
I'm just letting him know that I'm not scared of him by any means.
He's not trying to make
I'm
you
not trying to
scared.
make you
Okay,
scared.
okay, all right.
I'm not gonna do any of that.
I got you.
You absolutely do that, and I understand that, and I appreciate you explaining that to me.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? Is there anything else that we can do to help you get the information that you were seeking today?
No, not at the moment, sir. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask,
Mhm.
and it is simply a request,
Yep.
that you stop recording, because these folks don't feel comfortable with you doing that right now.
I understand. I understand. I understand. We don't feel comfortable, Mr. Scott. We don't feel comfortable on camera.
No, they don't.
No, I'm with them. I don't feel comfortable on camera either, Mr. Scott.
Camera?
Yep.
Okay.
We don't feel comfortable on camera. We feel very scared right now.
Okay.
We are very scared for our safety, Mr. Scott Blundell.
We,
Yeah, because we're all on your camera right there. So if we don't feel comfortable being on camera, then we're all in this together, right?
those cameras are not going out to the public.
They are. You would do good to go ask your county attorney or your city attorney.
Okay.
I can actually file that request with the clown. It should be the clown. The town clerk, the police department records division, or the city attorney. I have 3 places where I can turn in a Public Information Act request requesting that information. You have 10 days to respond with said information, or a response saying why it is you need 30 days to provide said information.
Yes.
Yep.
That organization deals with public information requests
Yes.
often, so we have legal counsel here that oversees that.
Okay.
So we definitely understand the process.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we know that there's certain documents, as long as it's not infringing
Okay, thank
upon
you.
the privacy of students and staff, that can be shared.
Yep.
We just want to make sure that, as you know, you hear the phones going off, you see what's happening here. We just want to make sure that our colleagues feel safe. And one of the reasons we stood in front of you is to make sure that they weren't on camera because they don't want to be on camera. I'm on camera all the time. That's what my job is.
Yeah, yeah, they're on.
You know, everybody feels that comfort, has that comfort level. So we have to respect that.
I got you. Yeah, we don't feel comfortable on camera, Mr. Eric. We don't feel comfortable on camera.
get it.
We're scared to be on camera.
I hear you.
Okay,
I hear you.
I got you. I understand you. I understand your hearing of my concerns.
Scott, I have
Yeah, you're fine.
238. Okay.
You're fine. That's, the gentleman's been cooperative, so I don't have a problem.
He just wanted to come down.
No, I appreciate that. Maybe you might be able to answer some questions for him. That's fine. Thank you.
Well, we're very scared right now, Mr. Scott. That's all.
I'm sorry.
We're very scared. We're very scared to be on camera. We don't feel comfortable.
Yes, I'm currently a Audit public schools.
Can't block both of them, can you, Mr. Scott?
Right, I can.
Oh, man. Puts you in quite a pickle, doesn't it?
Two hours later.
So now we turned it around to you. Want to make sure you get your steps in?
No, I'm making sure you get your steps in. And I know the only way you're going to step is if I move, so I'm worried about your health, sir. I got to get my steps in regardless, but now this way I get to make sure you get yours in too. I got to walk at least 3 miles a day. Oh, can I get the strawberry candy right here? Awesome. You guys will recognize this as like the strawberry candies that you always find in your grandma's candy jar, but they're the best ones out there. Oh yeah. That's the good shit. That's the good shit. What's up? Yeah, you're fine. It doesn't steal souls, don't worry. looks like they finally stopped harassing us, so we'll gather our content unobstructed and then be on our way. So again, this is the Fredrick County Public Schools Board of Education.
Okay, perfect. Can you go through central office? How can I help you?
Alrighty, you ladies have a good day. Don't be too scared. Man, look at that ugly motherfucker. Alrighty, squad. So that was the Fredrick County Public Schools Board of Education and how the security treats you there. But at least he finally gave up on trying to harass me and obstruct my walkway and my view. Now we're gonna go off to the town hall or the city hall. And until next time, squad, be safe out there. Take it easy and peace out.